You know, as a black leftist, I struggle so much when the Obamas or Kamala Harris be up in the public eye because I have deep fundamental critiques of them and their policies and their politics, their ideologies and their actions, and I do everything I can to make those things clear. At the same time, the world is so damn racist and sexist that I find myself defending them with great energy and great vigor because it's the right thing to do. And so it's like, yeah, these are imperial warmongers, but they're our imperial warmongers. Don't be sexist. Or they're imperial warmongers. They're war criminals, but like be sexist toward them, right? You have to be able to hold space for both of those arguments, both of those critiques, and it's frustrating sometimes. It's like, why y'all got me defending these folks? But they be having me defending these folks. And when I say they, I'm talking about the racists in the world who continue to articulate racism from platforms, from very powerful platforms. I'll give you an example. I want y'all to see your boy, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan at an event. He decided to go full racist. Yeah, you never go full racist, but he decided that he was going to go full racist. Check this out.
You want to get crazy? You want me to throw more beers out? You want me to body slam somebody? You want me to body slam Kamala Harris? I said, do you want me to body slam Kamala Harris? You want me to drop the leg on Kamala? Is Kamala a chameleon? Is she Indian? Okay, I like it. Ow! I'm gonna get heat for that one, brother. That was not me, that was the beers talking.
That was the beers talking, he says. Hulk Hogan is a disgusting person. Let's start there. Hulk Hogan is racist. Hulk Hogan has violated rules. He's violated his friendships. He's cheated on his, anyway, I won't get into that, but he has done disgusting things. I've met Hulk Hogan multiple times. I've had the pleasure, and I do mean pleasure, of interviewing Hulk Hogan. I mean, I was a childhood fan of pro wrestling. So to meet the Hulkster, he wasn't my favorite wrestler, but it was nice to meet him. He was a giant. He was the Michael Jordan of wrestling. And I met him and he was fine. And then right after I met Hulk Hogan, I found out that he had said racist things on tape and he had admitted to being racist. And so while he was personally nice to me, that's easy to do. He seemed to be racist in his private life. And so I always sort of wondered who this dude was and how much of that veneer was covering a really awful human being. But it wouldn't take long to get my answer. The more I heard about him, the more obvious it was that he is garbage. So it's not surprising that he shows up and he's suddenly, according to him, drunk and saying that he needs to body slam people. He wants to body slam people. And he offered to body slam Vice President Kamala Harris. Of course, he calls her Kamala. Some of y'all might want to give him a pass for that one because of Kamala, the Ugandan headhunter or Ugandan giant, who was his teammate or who was his colleague in the WWF back in the 80s. But I don't think that's what it is. It ain't hard to know the vice president's name. I'll say it again. Y'all be knowing everybody's name. Y'all know Giannis Antetokounmpo. Y'all can't figure out how to. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he says, how many of y'all want to watch me body slam Kamala? And the crowd is roaring. Hulk Hogan has a right to give free speeches, to exercise free speech. He has a right to engage in hyperbolic conversation. He's going to say he was joking, he was playing, and maybe he was. But the idea that the crowd itself finds joy and pleasure or excitement at the idea of harming any person, but certainly a woman, and certainly Vice President of the United States. Remember how hyper patriotic Hulk Hogan was? I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. That was his theme song. His original theme song was "I Had a Tiger" from appearing on Rocky. But anyway, he's so patriotic. The flags, the shorts, the ideas, the conversation. But suddenly, when it comes to a vice president who's a black woman, now they want to body slam. You think he would have said he was going to body slam Reagan, or Clinton, or Bush, or Obama? But see, suddenly when it comes to this black woman, now all of a sudden he wants to body slam somebody. And then he starts picking at her. Is she black? Is she Indian? Is she this? Is she that? Again, echoing the most ridiculous, immature, undeveloped, if not underdeveloped, ideas about race and racialism and about people. It's stupid. So I'm showing this video and I'm covering it because, one, I want y'all to know Hulk Hogan is a racist. Hulk Hogan has been a racist. He's going to die a racist. Second, I want you all to realize that white men are out of control right now. I mean, white men are really on some out of control shit. They feel like they're losing the country. They feel like their best chance of not losing their country is Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is in his own kind of fight right now. You know, he's in a dogfight. He may not, I mean, I use the expression dogfight. He is in an intense battle for the presidency. He may not win. It's cutthroat. So they're even more bitter and confused and angry, these white men, because their hero, Donald Trump, who, by the way, didn't give a damn about them, might not win. And so when I heard all those men in the crowd be so excited at the idea of hurting this woman, this vice president, I couldn't imagine it. But I should have been able to imagine it because of the crazy, nasty world we're in. Anyway, so the takeaway is Hulk Hogan's a racist, and lots of racist shit subtly and explicitly is going to be said about Kamala Harris. It does not mean you have to vote for her. Again, you can do two things at once. I am going to vote for Kamala Harris. I want to be clear about that. I am voting for Kamala Harris. But whether you vote for her or not, we can defend her humanity. We can acknowledge her dignity, her fundamental dignity. And we can just do better.